Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It is what day is it? Is it the 15th? 15th of July 2020. Back for day number 3 of the squat every day group, plan, whatever it is. So, this morning, took my dog for a walk before I trained, and I thought, I'm too stiff, I'm too sore, I just can't do it today. I just couldn't do it. But then I thought, don't be like that, you wimp. Just carry on. How bad can it be? Which is funny, really, because I was thinking last night. I was thinking, you know what? I'm gonna skip the 4-week intro phase. I'm just gonna go straight into the actual plan. And what a mistake that would have been, because I'm so sore. I've got such bad DOMs in my upper thighs. I don't know why. It's not like I haven't been squatting. I've been squatting 2-3 times a week generally since October, since I moved into this place. So no reason for me to be really sore other than just there's a lot more sets, a lot more sort of heavy, well, not heavy, but just more sets, really, more sets and more reps than I'm used to. So my thighs are killing me. So they're actually, these move pretty slowly. I don't feel weak. The weight feels absolutely fine. But I'm just really stiff and sore. My DOMs are killing me. So I did the first warm-up set facing the camera, and it felt so wrong and weird to squat away from the squat rack that I thought I just can't do any more of that. So you'll just be forever looking at my arse. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, so these are all fine. I've been thinking about the sloping bar conundrum, and I've decided that maybe what we're doing is we're referencing the bar to the bricks on the house, and I'm thinking that because the ground technically isn't perfectly flat, at least I don't think it is, maybe the bar is actually flat relative to my body but wonky compared to the house, or different theory, the house is wonky and the bar is perfect. So workout of the day was 10 down to 1, assault bike, calories and deadlifts. I tested this on the workout dummy, the demo team, my own little demo team, Charlotte, last night. She's pretty new to doing these sort of style workouts, so she finds them quite hard, but it's good. She gets a good burn out of it, she gets heart rate up, and she feels a lot better after a long working day. So it took her about 13 minutes. One thing you will notice is I forgot to raise the seat. Charlotte's about 10 inches shorter than I am, so she has to have the seat on the lowest sitting, and I have it quite high, and I just forgot to put it back to normal. So I'm definitely not the most efficient assault biker at this point. I've never really done deadlifts in a workout like this before, where you're doing sort of reps of time, so I was quite conscious of trying to maintain some good form. I am exceedingly injury prone. I have pretty much a glass lower back, so I'm trying very hard to maintain good form, not get injured. Interestingly, of all the exercises and stuff I've done over the years, what did injure my back was a glute kickback machine in the gym, so stay away from those things. Interestingly, most injuries in the gym do happen on machines, not on free weights, because machines are designed for the average person, not for you specifically. So there's an interesting. I'll bore you with an interesting story. Back in the day, when we had fighter pilots training for World War II, loads and loads of pilots, an irregular amount of pilots would crash in the plane, and no one could understand why. And basically what had happened was they'd measured up the plane's sort of cockpit dimensions based on the average man. So they measured the height and whatever, of everyone, all the pilots, and then they created the cockpit based on the average of all that. And what had actually happened was no pilot actually was as tall as the average pilot, so the cockpit didn't fit everybody, it fit nobody. So once they started to design the cockpit so it could be adjusted to everyone's height, weight, arms reach, leg length and all that sort of stuff, people stopped crashing the planes. So there's something to be said about not using machines that are just built for the average person, because they don't work, which is why freeways are so much better. So stuff like this is great. So yeah, there was a useless story you didn't want to know, but you've told you anyway, so nice one. What I quite liked about this style, or this sort of rep scheme, was you actually do the hardest work first, and then it gets quicker and quicker. So I think I'm on the round of 6 now. So once you've done the set of 10 calories and 10 deadlifts, it should get easier. So in theory, it obviously doesn't, because you become more fatigued. But it's not like, if I was to do this the opposite way, the workout will get harder and harder and more grueling, which would be less fun. So actually, maybe we should try that next week or something, just to see how it feels the other way around. See if the time's any different. That'd be interesting. Just making sure with the deadlift that the both plates touch the ground, and then you reach sort of full extension at the top. I think there also must be an art to leaving the pedals in a position so that you jump on the bike, it's easier to start. Because a few times I found myself pulling instead of pushing with one arm, and sort of almost setting the pedals off backwards, or being in a position where you just sort of couldn't start it very easily. So if I was a competitive athlete, which I am nowhere near one, there's probably a method, or there's probably a position where it'd be easier to start, but hey ho. Now, on a slightly different note, they've announced the first event of the virtual 2021 CrossFit Games, which is a 5k row. I had intended to do the virtual CrossFit Games just to for a laugh, really, and for my YouTube fame. But I can't do a 5k row. I've got nowhere to do a 5k row, so that's absolutely pointless. So hopefully, with a bit of luck, the whole purpose of the virtual CrossFit Games is to involve as many different people around the world in every different scenario, because I'm sure there's some places with COVID around the world where gyms probably aren't even open. So there must be some alternative, whether it's 5k on the bike or a 5k run or whatever it sort of is, the equivalent will work out to be. I don't know, but I'm hoping that there is an alternative, because I would like to take part. Set of 4. Coming up to the run and gun part of it now. 3 cals on the bike, 3 deads, 2 cals on the bike, 2 deads, 1 cal on the bike, 1 dead. 1 cal on the bike feels stupid, because it's just like 4 or 5 pushes. But this is where I'm sure you'd be absolutely motoring if you were racing somebody. I actually might do some recovery on the bike today, just to flush my legs out, because it feels so bad. I definitely couldn't foam roll or anything like that at the moment, because I'd just be in absolute agony. 2 deads. One calorie on the bike. That's my dog shaking its ears. 1 deadlift, and that should be a wrap. Boom. Took me 7 minutes 40. If you have a go, let me know what you score, see if you're better than I am. Nice one.
Oh, that camera's not straight, is it? So, review of today. Those squats were hard. I am so stiff. I definitely underestimated the volume of squats I've been doing. I did not think I was going to be this sore. To the point where I almost didn't do it. But you know, got to get those vids in, haven't I? So it's not squat every day challenge if you don't squat every day. So just carried on, and by the actual working sets, it wasn't too bad. I definitely will be sore later, but that's fine. The WOD today was a good one. I tested it on my training dummy yesterday, Charlotte, and she completed it. She did okay. She did 13 minutes 34, which is not bad. So she's pretty untrained. You will notice that the seat was pretty low because I forgot to change it back, the amateur hour. The deadlifts were pretty light. I think you could definitely do more, but given how sore I am at the moment, I sort of don't want to murder myself too much. So I kept it pretty light so I could do all the deadlifts unbroken. But yeah, it was a good one. Give it a try. Let me know how you get on. So I did 50 kgs. I weigh 75, so whatever percentage that is, I would guess 60 to nearly 70% somewhere. I saw this workout online, and the guy was suggested doing 1.5 times body weight, and I was definitely not going to do that. So 50 for me. But yeah, give it a try. Scale the deadlift weight for how strong you are or how you're feeling. As I say, my legs are dead from all the squats, so I kept it pretty light today, but we'll definitely retest that one. Because I think you can go faster, and you know, I record all my workouts on the board, so once I finish the board, I'll start redoing workouts to see if I can get fitter. I'll see how much fitter I've gotten since doing them before. I think that's the best way to track your fitness, because I think that's what we're doing it for, isn't it? We want to know we're getting fitter. Otherwise, what's the point of doing it? But until tomorrow morning, see you then.